These are the stories
My little girl, she's changing lives just by being herself.
of organizations and people making a difference.
When you first tell someone about adaptive wheelchair boxing, it doesn't sound real.
And empowering others
It saved my life. It saved my life.
across Canada
I scored my first goal in my first blind hockey game.
in our community.
The theater arts and drama programs, they're great for self-confidence. Even if you're faking the first couple of times, as you get better at it, then you learn that confidence and it starts being true. My name's Catherine Popham. I'm the artistic producer of Delusional Productions. We're here in my backyard in James Bay in Victoria, BC. We got a group of neurodiverse people together. We write songs, we work on theatrical bits, we put together shows, we create content, and we go out and we perform.
Hello, Jen.
Hello.
You made it exactly on time.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it's your birthday, get a guitar.
It's a sunny day in Victoria, BC. A perfect day for a backyard rehearsal for Delusional Productions, the DeviANTS, a group of neurodiverse artists who are preparing for their next big adventure, busking for tourists in Victoria's bustling inner
All
harbor.
the strings?
It sure does.
Woo!
Woo! It
Yes, yes.
does.
So, this is Dennis's song, and it's called
The Dark Room.
The Dark Room. And what's it about?
About me and my disability and my leadership.
Your relationship?
Yeah.
Ah, right. And this one is trying to help somebody who's depressed, right?
Yes.
Okay. And Jen, you're going to sing lead. You're going to sing whatever you feel like singing because it's your
Okay.
song.
Hard not to think about love in the dark room. I'm Jen Chandler, and I'm one of the main participants of the DeviANTS. In the dark room, someone treats you bad.
Everybody,
Just
don't let
them. The DeviANTS are a group of members with disabilities and non-disability staff members, and we work together on making funny shows, which feels great. We were singing a song about ants, with an ant falling in love with the sun, and because of our ant show, we decided to call our show the DeviANTS. What I love about singing is that it puts you in the groove, it moves you. So when I heard about the theater troupe, I was like, yeah, I wouldn't mind checking it out.
Jen is one of 3 DeviANTS participants preparing to busk this week, all of whom have found new confidence from the program. From her floating home in West Bay, she reflects on how art has always been her anchor, helping her navigate the challenges of life.
I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when I was only 1.5 since the beginning of my childhood, and I do have partially an autistic disorder, and life was pretty hard for both me and my parents. When I wasn't at home, I would always let my blood sugar spike too high. But then finally, as time went on, I try like more than my hardest to keep my glucose in balance. Like I'm now being much more cautious what I'm eating. So here's my new not so perfect room. These giant collage posters I made here based on all the fast food restaurants are part of the story of my diabetes. Like since they're high in starch and sugar, I draw the characters and the food, and I cut them all out, and I glued them onto present wrapping paper.
Jen's room, filled with colorful collages, modified Barbie dolls, and unique 3D sculptures, reflects her passion for the arts. But her mother, Jera, says it was forming the DeviANTS that truly helped Jen step out of her comfort zone.
Being in DeviANTS has given her just such a grounding in performing and being in front of people on stage. Before that, she'd be singing in her room too, just listening to music. But you know, she wasn't doing it at school or anything. It was theater troupe that brought it out for her.
What's it gonna be about? What's it gonna be about?
The first meeting was incredible. The energy level was fantastic, and Jen was really enthusiastic to join in. And suddenly she's up there singing solo with a song that she had written and playing the guitar. And we're going, what? Where did this come from?
Take it away, Jen.
What I intended for you.
Yay!
It's given her an opportunity to perform, but it's also a family.
Supplies hop on the city bus. Now it's time to go back to work. Back to work.
That was awesome! Wow!
As they wrap up today's backyard rehearsal, Wes Borg, co-founder of Delusional Productions and the piano player for the DeviANTS, says the program is all about rewarding the creativity of its participants.
If a person is rewarded for their creative thing that they did or wrote or performed, whatever, and especially if it's rewarded by people who don't know them, the self-confidence explodes.
Coming up, a few of the DeviANTS and I are going to do some busking, and we get to sing a whole bunch of songs we wrote and entertain a whole bunch of people. It's gonna feel like a job because whenever I go to stores or other places like that, I see so many workers doing their job, and I feel like I should be doing something like that too. And now this is finally it, something where we can start doing something that's like a job.
Our Community will return after the break. We now return to Our Community.
I'm Nick Foley, and I'm a participant of the DeviANTS. When I first joined them, I played bass guitar for the music to go along with our shows. And then a year after, I took up guitar, like self-taught.
Nick Foley is part of a group of neurodiverse musicians preparing to busk for the first time ever. From his home in Victoria, BC, he shows us the process he takes to write, record, and produce music all on his own.
So I just got GarageBand here on my computer that I've opened up, and I'm going to start by creating a drum track, which is basically a metronome for when I record. Let's see how they sound. Oh, sounding like a pro. Next, we're gonna put maybe say a guitar track. So I got my guitar here to begin the recording process. Once I'm set up, all I have to do is press record. I'll try maybe some vocals to see how the song sounds. What starts with an E? What ends with the C? For those who do not know, just go and find out. A painter and writer at heart, lived in Victoria. Joining the DeviANTS, like as their musician, it helped my confidence with being able to do things that I didn't think I could do before, like getting up and performing in front of dozens of people watching. It wasn't something I've done before at all, where I performed on a live stage.
My name's Sherry Upton. I am the incredibly proud mother of Nicholas Foley, and we are here in his dining room of his house. Nick was born with autism. He's fairly high functioning on the autism spectrum disorder. I believe he always had a performing side to him. As far as his musical abilities, that's all self-taught, and he progressed quickly. Once he picked up the guitar, it was just a natural. Nicholas has grown immensely since becoming part of this troupe and become more independent. He's taken initiative to go and meet up with friends in the community. He went to Victoria City Hall and got his busking license, and he might try busking on his own after this. These are types of things that he never did before becoming part of this group.
It's definitely helped me with my social life and being able to engage more with other people, especially the people who kind of share my interest with music.
One of those friendships is with fellow DeviANT participant Jen Chandler. Packing his guitar into his mom's car, he's off to meet Jen for one final practice before the big day. Across Victoria, Dennis Monchamp, the third participant of the busking trio, prepares in his own way by working out in his home gym.
1, 2, 12,
doing everything from bench press to boxing.
13. Put this on, busking gloves. My name is Dennis Eric Monchamp. We're here at my house. This is my home gym.
Dennis's mother, Lynn, shares how his passion drives him in every aspect of his life.
When he's decided what he wants to do, he's all in, and that's the theater and that's the gym. Those are two things that in his life I don't think he could live without. He is very involved in powerlifting and Special Olympics, and he is very dedicated to his fitness. And we will be going to PEI for the Canadian National Powerlifting. He will be competing as a Special Olympian.
Those are my medals. I did for my competition with my first place.
Proudly showing us his many powerlifting medals, it's clear that Dennis is never one to back down from a challenge, and his most exciting one is just ahead.
Dennis has wanted to do busking for so long. He loves to share his talents.
I love singing and playing guitar a lot.
There just wasn't an outlet for it, so this is the first time that it's actually going to happen. The DeviANTS for him, it's the opportunity. He likes to be in front of people, he's an extrovert, and the DeviANTS allows that to happen in just a great, safe environment. Everybody in the group brings something to the table. He loves Jen, she's just delightful. Dennis will have an idea for a song in his head, and I know Jen will do scribing for him and then figure out how they can work it into some music that they can do together. When you find your people, you can do great things together. That's it.
Our Community will return after the break. We now return to Our Community. With just days until their outdoor performance, Nick Foley arrives at producer Catherine Popham's house for one final rehearsal with bandmate Jen Chandler.
Hey, Nick, you made it!
Yeah, this will be my first time ever as a busker.
Ditto.
One of the rules is there's no amplification allowed, which means that you're gonna need to play just acoustic guitar, no electric. So that's great. We can have a nice intimate rehearsal today with you guys working through. You might need to maybe change some of the arrangements of the songs, I think.
Let's see what we can make work.
Yep, as SpongeBob always says, I'm ready.
When we do it on the day, it could be windy where we go because we'll be performing outside. So any songs that you don't know all the words to, really stick them in your head today because you don't want to have a bunch of words all, pages all flying all over the place, right?
Yeah.
On the day. Where would you guys like to set up?
Maybe we could set up here in this very room. Maybe do some practicing while we sit on the couch over there.
Yeah, we can do that. Great. Alrighty, just gotta grab my guitar.
While Jen and Nick rehearse, Catherine explains how facing trials together is an essential part of becoming a performing artist.
The feeling of once you perform together in an ensemble, where everybody has to pull together, everybody's scared together, and then the performance takes place. And then afterwards, where you've survived the performance and the final applause has happened, you're really part of an ensemble, then you're really part of a team. And for a lot of the members of our group, they've not had a team before. So the self-esteem and the feeling of being a part of a group is really life-changing, I think, for a lot of members of the group.
He's forever become my nemesis. Right on.
Oh, nice. You kept well in time.
Thank
yeah, it
you.
was pretty impressive.
Some of the songs you practiced today, you guys knew the words really well. We'll talk about it before the day and we'll solidify the set list.
Okay, sure.
We're gonna walk into Government Street and there are some designated busking locations along that walking only zone on Government Street where all the tourists are. So hopefully there'll be lots of people walking around. Now, we don't really know if there's already gonna be buskers there. So we'll just walk up there and hope that one of those designated busking spots is free. What are we gonna wear?
Yeah,
yeah.
that's something I didn't.
DeviANTS t-shirts?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited about it.
That's
It's gonna be
great.
fun.
Oh, yeah.
Well, looks like that's all the time we have for today.
I guess it is. I guess we just pack it up and wrap it up.
Pack it up and go home.
It's the morning of the big day. The sun is shining, and Nick, Jen, Dennis, and their families have all gathered at Catherine's house, ready to head to the Inner Harbor.
Okay, everybody.
Alrighty.
We've got our different groups. We're gonna go out to the cars, gonna load everything up. Got our performers in the van with me. Let's get our guitars together, gather ourselves up, and get downtown, do some busking.
There it is, pretty.
Oh, after me?
Yeah, for you.
Ah, thank you.
Hopefully we'll find some good places to go and yeah, sing and play.
Just hoping I'll sing good enough, or else I don't want to hurt their eardrums or give them headaches.
The team is in luck. The busy busking corner overlooking Victoria's Inner Harbor is free. Now, it's just a matter of setting up their guitars, drums, and music stands. And the DeviANTS' first official busking session is ready to begin.
Okay, are we ready?
What starts with an E? What ends with the C? For those who do not know, just go and find out. Emily Carr made all of her pictures, hoping to become the greatest ever. It's going so far so good. At the start, I was kind of nervous and wasn't sure about certain things, but basically after the first song, then it made me feel much better. There are lots of people going back and forth. Yeah, just all together enjoying the hot weather.
Calling all Dennises! Calling Dennis! Go Dennis! Go Dennis! Go Dennis! Go Dennis! Well, right now we're just singing our hearts out to all the songs we wrote, and yep, just having a blast.
The busking session is a success, with a crowd of friends, family, and community members all gathering to enjoy the performance.
Thank you.
Along with the other Proud Parents members in the crowd, Nick's mother shares how much it means to see her son and all DeviANTS performers take center stage.
Watching him go from a child who was quite shy and didn't really speak a lot around groups of people, now he can be the center of the group. His shyness has pretty much disappeared, and all of it makes me proud and excited just to watch him bloom.
As for Nick, he says busking could be the start of an exciting new musical journey.
I'd say so far this is a good start, a really good experience for me, and yeah, I'm definitely more than happy now to do more of that in the future.
For Wes Borg, it's all about taking these risks together.
I love setting up a safe environment where they can take risks and still have the warm support. There's not a lot of gigs where you come into a room full of people you're going to work with and they all clap for each other. Every time somebody comes in, it's like, yay, so-and-so's here. That's my chosen family. That's the vibe I want to live and create in just facilitating the world seeing how amazing they are.
Producer-director Mike Waverican. Director-production manager Sam Graham. Director of photography Luke Connor. Camera operator Taylor Hanley. Location audio Daniel Taggart Hodge. Editor John Roney. Sound mix David Parfit. Graphics Andrew Antonello. Narrator Mark Phoenix. Integrated Described Video Consultant Ron Rickford. Supervising Producer M. Williams. Content Development Specialist Sylvie Fiquette. Director Programming Lizanne Gagne. Director Content Development and Production Kara Nye. Vice President Content Development and Operations John Melville. President and CEO David Arrington.
An AMI original production.